Hey guys, hope you all are doing great. Today we'll be unboxing the iPhone 12 Pro Max gold color 128 GB. This is one of my favorite colors in the iPhone. So this time the box is light. That means only one thing. There is no charging adapter in it and no earphones. So we will be looking at how the phone looks, doing a physical overview. We'll be having a look at the box contents, checking out how the phone performs, and some comparison with the iPhone 11 Pro Max as well. So come on, let's dive right in. So let's begin with the unboxing. As usual, the box feels very premium. This iPhone diagram is a bit embossed. The picture is a bit embossed, and since it's a stainless steel model, the gold has got a bit of shine to it. So let's open it. All right. Let's check out the phone. Let's keep the phone aside for a moment. Anyway, there is nothing much to show you guys here except it's coming with the Lightning to USB-C charging cable. It's the same one as the 11 Pro Max. And some manuals this time. Surprisingly, initially we used to get 2 Apple stickers with all Apple products. This time there is just one. Some manuals and the SIM ejector tool. Let's keep this aside and have a look at the phone. Okay, so now let's take a look at the phone. So this time the phone comes with a white paper sticker in front to protect the screen, and they have got some logos over here just to indicate which button is for what. Most of the iPhone users are already aware of this. So this is the power on off button, the volume rocker, and the mute unmute switch. We've got one SIM tray over here. So this is the eSIM model. So you've got one physical SIM and the other one you can use as an eSIM. At the bottom, we have got the Lightning port, the microphone, and the speakers. So this phone feels quite premium. It's much better as compared to the previous iPhone 11 Pro Max. The chassis has been squared off, so it's cut to cut. There is hardly any curves. So what we'll do now is quickly peel off this screen protector, and let's do an initial boot of the phone. So by the time the phone is booting up, let's do a quick comparison with the 11 Pro Max. I just have it right here, and see how different this one is. So the initial look only, we can just see that the 11 Pro Max is a bit roundy, and the 12 Pro Max is boxier. I feel it is slightly taller. If I just keep them here, so as you can see, it's slightly taller than the 11 Pro Max. And the next visible difference is the lenses, the size of the lenses, the diameter. So the 12 Pro Max is much bigger as compared to the 11 Pro Max. And the next difference is the color. So here, as you can see, the 11 Pro Max is a bit more, copperish color, brownish gold color, and the 12 Pro Max is a bit more subtle, cream pastel shade of a color. And if we talk about the sides of the phone, so the 12 Pro Max is more towards the actual golden color versus the 11 Pro Max. This one is more towards the copper, bronze, come gold shade. So these were the visible differences I could find. Otherwise, the antenna position on the entire phone, the sides, the bottom is identical. It's the same. And one more thing which I liked about the 11 Pro Max is even when you're using it without the cover, there are some smudges of your fingerprints, but it's not so visible or it doesn't make the phone look so bad. But when we come to the 12 Pro Max, so even like when we're using it without the cover, the smudges of your fingers, really makes it very dull, and the sheen and the luster is all gone. So as you can see, I'm just smudging my fingers all over it, so it captures everything and makes it look dull. So I would say that if we can just use a see-through case, then that'll be good. It'll show the beauty of the phone, plus it'll not lose its luster as well. Now let's just do a quick weight comparison of both the phones and see. So let's check out the 11 Pro Max first. So this one is coming in at 227 grams. So I believe the 12 Pro Max would be slightly heavier because it feels heavy in the hand. It could be probably because of the design as well. Let's check it out. It is 238 grams. So yes, it is. It's about 10 grams heavier. Looking at the phone, it feels quite premium this time. The only thing which I don't like is how it feels in the hand. It's a bit, because it's flat this time, and it's not curvier like the 11 Pro Max. It's got flat edges. It's a more boxy design. So gripping it feels very wide and feels very uncomfortable, especially the 12 Pro Max. So that is one thing which I did not like this time. But otherwise, it's a premium device overall. The color, the lighter pastel shade, and the shiny golden trims all around makes it really feel like $1,000,000. Okay, so now let's talk about the display of the 12 Pro Max. So this one's got a 6.7-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display with HDR10 Plus with up to 1200 nits peak brightness. So it really goes extremely bright. So even in the direct sunlight, this can be easily viewed properly. And the resolution of this phone is 1284 into 2778 pixels with a PPI density of 458. This one's got a protection of ceramic glass with oleophobic coating, which Apple claims to be much tougher than the previous generations, but I would still recommend that you apply a screen protector or tempered glass on this. Now talking about the chipset, this one has Apple's latest A14 Bionic based on the 5nm chipset, and coupled with 6 GB of RAM makes the phone quite fast and the OS seem quite snappy. Multitasking, gaming feels quite smooth in this one, and it blazes through day-to-day activities. So let's do one thing to test it out. Let us just play some of the games and see how it performs. Okay, so I've got a bunch of games over here. Let's start with Subway Surfer. Let's see how quick it loads. Okay, so that was blazing fast. It's quite smooth as well. Let's try Hell Rider 3. This is a cool game. Alright, so we're already in it. This one also loaded up quite fast and is also very smooth. Alright, so let's just try Rambo 2. Alright, we are in the game. Let's try this one out as well. Loading was super fast. So as you guys saw, the games are performing very nicely in this phone and it's super quick, the load times, and the gameplay is also very smooth. The battery size has been reduced in this one to 3687 mAh as compared to last year's 3969 mAh, but it still lasts easily for an entire day. Most probably the A14 chipset is a power efficient chip and the 12 Pro Max is able to last a day with higher RAM and a larger screen. Now let's take a look at the cameras. So let's check out the hardware. The 12 Pro Max rocks a triple camera setup. First one is a 12 megapixel f1.6 26mm wide angle camera with sensor shift stabilization, which means it stabilizes the camera sensor instead of the lens for better image stabilization. The second lens is a 12 megapixel f2.2 65mm telephoto camera with optical image stabilization, and this time we have 2.5x optical zoom as the previous 11 Pro Max only had 2.0x zoom. The third one is a 12 megapixel f2.4 120 degree 13mm ultra wide camera. The shots still appear with a lot of noise when shooting in low light conditions with this one, but the night mode does help a lot in this situation. The rear camera is able to record at 4K 24, 30 and 60 fps and 1080p at 30, 60 and 120 and 240 fps. So it supports 10-bit HDR and Dolby Vision HDR up to 60 fps. The selfie camera on this one is a 12 megapixel f2.2 23mm wide camera which is capable of quite amazing pictures as well. This one also has the standard and close-up modes and is able to record 4K at 24 and 30 fps and 60 and 1080p at 30, 60 and 120 fps. And this time all the three lenses are able to capture pictures with night mode. Now I'll be putting up some camera shots so that you can have a quick glance and check out how the camera performs on this one. Let's talk a bit about the LiDAR scanner. The 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max are the first iPhones to get the LiDAR scanner after we first saw it in the iPad Pro 4th Gen. So what is LiDAR? It is light detection and ranging. It determines the distance between itself and the object by bouncing infrared light on it. That's how the night shots, portrait shots appear much better and is able to scan the environment and is able to figure out depth, distance and object size. It enhances augmented reality, so the fun AR apps and games are going to be much more immersive with this one. The iPhone 12 Pro Max comes with 6GB of RAM, but in 3 different storage options, 128, 256 and 512GB. If you take a lot of photos and record videos in 4K, then you should probably look into the 256GB or the 512GB options. Okay guys, so as you all know, the iPhone 12 series doesn't come with the charging adapters. So the question is, do we need to buy the new 20 watt adapter even if we have the 18 watt adapter from the last year's model? The answer is no. Your 18 watt charges the 12 Pro Max for about the same time as the 20 watt adapter does. You can even use the 18 watt charger which is supplied with the 4th generation iPad Pro. So this is the iPad adapter which I'm using. It is the same as the iPhone 11 Pro Max adapter, and we can use either one of them to charge the 12 Pro Max. Alright guys, so that was it from my side. I hope you really liked the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe to my channel to have a look at more technology related videos. Please comment and share the video as well, and I'll see you in the next one.